Hey everybody, Austin here for the March 2016 Worship Catalyst update, and I'm coming to you from my office here, my house, and not a whole lot going on late at night, and just wanted to kind of touch base with you and tell you a little bit about what's going on. First of all, I want to say before anything else that I sent out a quick email right before we did the Worship Catalyst Experience training at the Northwest Ministry Conference last weekend, and so many of you reached out by email to just say, hey, we're praying for you, go get them. And I can't tell you how much it means that so many of you reached out like that, and I appreciate it, man. We read all of those, and it gave us courage and gave us strength to know that we could get in there and fight because you guys are fighting there with us. And so thank you for that, first of all. We'll get to some of that in just a minute. But before we do, I wanted to start by just telling you the last 6 weeks or so have just been really spectacular in the life of Worship Catalyst, and we've had some great opportunities. In fact, a few weeks ago we had the Tucson Worship Conference. It was our third time to have this conference, and we had the biggest crowd we've had. It was 250-ish people were there. We believe that's the largest worship training gathering ever in the history of the Tucson area. People came even from out of town to come and stay and go to it, and we had a lot of different classes and impacted over 20-something churches, and honestly, huge step forward in just the impact that we were able to make, and so much so that one of the kind of the major sponsor of it, which is based in Phoenix, actually asking us to maybe think about coming and do one in Phoenix as well in the future. So if we do that, you'll be right there with us in Phoenix, Arizona. So it was a huge hit, huge success. Thanks for all your help with that. Now I wanted to move then on to the conference we just did this last weekend. I've got some video I'm just going to show you and kind of roll while I talk about it. We have gotten some amazing responses from people on this. I want to read this email. It says, Dear Pastor Austin, very good to be Pastor Austin. Good evening. I just wanted to thank you for coming out to the Pacific Northwest to teach us about worship. What I always liked about conferences is that they provide classes that cater to both the spiritual needs and the physical needs of ministry, and I was able to experience just that in the entirety of this conference. What I absolutely respected was that when you and your team kept on referring back to the Word of God all the time throughout your class times, I thought it really showed how you both know your position with God and how we can't live without Him. And then it talks about the specific classes that they came to. Such a great thing. I was talking to another guy who, through tears, was telling me about some of the struggles that he's been having leading his team. And we were able to give him some tools and some covenant relationship ideas that he could have to really help make a difference. At this conference, we were able to help, we think, about 40 different churches. And the total of all the classes that we taught, we had well over 400, between 400 and 450 people that attended. We don't know exactly how many individuals that is because there were some repeats, but over 200 for sure. And like I said, over 40 churches touched. And with those two events, plus the churches that we're helping, the church plants that we're helping, we think that Worship Catalyst has probably impacted somewhere in the neighborhood of 75 or 80 churches just in the last couple of months. And that's a crazy, ridiculous number, but we really see that God's hand has been on this more and more and more as we move forward, and we see that the messages that He's placed in our hearts and our lives and in our experiences have been able to get out and make a difference in so many places and so many churches. And man, that's all happens because of you. You guys just making huge investments, and I can't tell you how much we appreciate and honor you for that. One last thing, and I'll let you go, is we haven't had a break and shown you anything about Finley lately. She's getting ready to finish 5th grade here in a couple of months, and believe it or not, that's crazy for some of you that have noticed a long time, but she's in gymnastics and doing a great job, and I wanted to show you this video here. She just was in a meet like 3 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and got first place in all 4 events and in the overall, and that was really cool. And so I just wanted to show you that real quick so you get a chance to see it. And if my video is freezing here, sorry about that. If it's not, we're cool. So anyway, I think that's it, guys. Again, thank you for everything that you do. Looking forward to this month here in just about two or three weeks, right after Easter. We're going to be having another training for our new connectors, and we're going to opening up 4 more hubs. We just opened a couple in February, and January or February we'll have a couple more opening up in April. 4 more opening in April, and so it's just beautiful what God's doing, and you guys are right there with us, making it all possible. So, be back with you next month, giving you some more updates. So, God bless you guys. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.